Welcome back to Tallarino and Tuzzolino. This is our second segment of the show, and this is the Sal the Bookmaker segment. This is Sal picks. He picks the games. He handicaps the games for us. This isn't a tout show, as you call it, right? It's not a tout show, but I guarantee you, it's better than a lot of the tout shows out there because Sal's
really is.
Sal's at an 80% clip.
Well,
you know,
and they're charging you a lot of money. Well, hey, you can have this side, and then they're going to say, well, there's, Team A and Team B. We're going to give half the audience Team A, the other half Team B, and whoever survives, we're going to take their money again next week. That's ridiculous.
That's the business plan for that kind of thing. Yeah,
it's just a big.
Sal just picks teams, and I got to tell you, he's a easily 80%. We'll get to his college picks, which I believe your college picks are uncanny. But now we're still in the pros. We got some games coming up this weekend. We got the Bengals are at Baltimore, and Baltimore is only -3.5.
Yeah.
Right, which is, we think, a low spread for that game, right?
Baltimore should be a 6.5 to 7 point favorite.
Yes.
I mean, the Bengals are really shooting blanks at this point. It's such a depleted team. They're just hanging on. And Baltimore is still a very consistent team. I don't really see a lot of points being scored, maybe a 16-9 type of game. I can't see the Bengals really scoring 10 or more. Because
they lost A.J. Green.
Right, they're in trouble.
They don't have a running game.
They have no running game.
And just Dalton just looks off this season. He's never looked
He's
like
good.
He was.
Dalton's good. He just doesn't have the team around him to play. You're as good as the cast around you. We've seen the same thing with Aaron Rodgers with a depleted Green Bay team.
Yeah.
And I think the Bengals are in much the same situation. Good quarterback, no weapons, no healthy weapons anyway.
Yeah.
And so I can't see how Baltimore
he lost Marvin
win
Jones.
by 6.
He lost Marvin Jones. He lost Mohamed Sanu, his 2 wide receivers in free agency, and then A.J. Green's out now for the rest of the year.
You've got the practice squad out there playing with him. That's stupid.
So we like that.
And the under.
The under.
The total
it's only
points.
41 though. The under is only 4. It's low. And we're still saying it's going to go under.
The total points is 41. I'm thinking maybe 25, 26 points.
Okay.
Low scoring.
The next game is the Rams with now Jared Goff at the helm, who had it was a stupid first game. I mean, the word is that they had the most scaled down, most basic passing package that we've seen in the NFL.
It was 100 yards in passing.
It was terrible.
It was
It
awful.
Terrible.
How embarrassing for the Rams and the Ram Nation.
Well, I don't think there's a nation right now. I think it's a republic. I think that Fisher's got to go.
I think it's a mutiny at this point.
Jeff Fisher and the coaching staff has to get completely removed from that team.
How do you pack 80,000 people into a stadium and put that crappy product on the field?
It's horrible.
They're going to lose the fans real quick. They had them. The Rams left 22 years ago. They could be leaving another couple of years. You never know.
Yeah, well,
the way they're playing, nobody wants to watch them. They're now the South Central sheep.
Yeah,
they're no longer.
They're terrible.
The LA sheep.
So you think the Saints will blow them out this week?
I don't know about a blowout because the Saints don't have a big defense, but they're good enough to win by a touchdown.
Okay,
and I think the line was 7. So
yes,
but I really don't think they're going to score a lot of points either. Because let's face it, the Saints could score 45 by themselves. They could win technically 45-0 and still stay under.
The Rams do have a good defense still, but.
Yeah, but remember, they're going to get tired.
Yeah, they're going to get tired.
Breeze is going to have them running all over the field. They're going to get tired.
Okay, and so the next game you like is the Monday night game. The Chiefs are at Denver playing the Broncos, and you like that under 41 as well.
Yes.
Okay, wow, those are tough games because a lot of people see that 41 and they think that's a low over-under score.
I do believe the Chiefs are going to win this game. I think they're going to find a way to win. I mean, let's face it, the loser is going to be trailing Oakland, and they're going to have to catch Oakland. So, as I see it, the Chiefs are probably a better balanced team between the offense and defensive side of the ball, and special teams, too. We'll give the secondary to Denver.
Yeah.
But I think the Chiefs are a better team. They can move the team up and down the field.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to score points. There could be weather, too. As I understand, there's snow coming this way, too.
Okay, so that's so we got the Ravens in the under, we got the Saints in the under, and we got the under with the Chiefs Broncos.
Right. We're not looking for a lot of scoring there.
Okay.
Not at all.
Good.
All right.
Well, there you go. There's Sal's picks.
That's for the NFL.
That's Sal's NFL's picks. So now we're going to go with the college game. Which is really your that's your forte.
The college has been great. I've had a lot of fun.
The college has been great, man. You got some interesting picks here. Well, Sal picked these before the day started. Well, he's got Washington over Washington State.
Right, and that game's underway right now.
Is Washington State only getting 6 points?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Last we saw it was 35 to 10.
35 to 10.
35 to 10. So it looks like we're on the plus side there. We've got ourselves a winner there. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the CFP, the college football playoff.
Yeah.
We've got a crazy picture developing here because there are a lot of teams that are sort of in the fold for these last 3 spots. Alabama's going to get one of them for sure, no matter what, even if they lose the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
But Ohio State isn't really a lock against Michigan. Anything can happen in that game. Anything.
Well, the winner of that game gets
They're
a
in.
playoff spot.
Right,
Yeah.
they're in. And I think if Washington wins, they're in as well because obviously 2 or 3 is going to fall out of there.
Yeah.
And so that may leave one slot left open. And we don't know. There's only one undefeated team left besides Alabama in the whole CFP picture. Nobody really realizes, well, I can't say nobody because I don't know if you're listening or watching out there and you realize it, but Western Michigan, yes, Western Michigan, they're ranked 21st. They have a very, very difficult game today against the Toledo Rockets. Yes, the Toledo Rockets. Look them up. But Western Michigan is the only other undefeated team. They have beaten 2 Big Ten teams. They've beaten power conference schools. This is a team that's ranked 17th in total yards in the nation and 25th in rushing yards. Now, if you can run the ball, you could pass the ball. We've seen that.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying here is if some crazy things happen with these top 5 or 6 teams in the CFP, you could see, yes, Western Michigan get some real consideration for that Final Four.
But where do they rank now?
21st.
Okay. So what about the teams that are ranked 7th to 20th?
They're not undefeated.
Well,
only team that had
Western Michigan's going to jump them all?
The only team that had a shot to jump in there, besides potentially Western Michigan, was Houston, who had beaten 2 top 5 teams, and they lost today to Memphis.
Well,
They're done.
what if Auburn beats Alabama?
If Auburn beats Alabama, maybe they could sneak in there. We don't know.
Because
you have to give consideration to these teams, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to get in,
but
I'd like to see it.
I don't think they could ever get in. The Western Michigan Broncos.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
because
not?
they're ranked
It's a Mid-American
21st.
team. They're in the CFP
Yeah.
or they're in the FBS. It doesn't matter. You got to give them a look. It's like in basketball and college hoops. We have the mid-majors.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. We have the
But college
mid-major right
football
here.
college football's not like college basketball. They don't recognize the mid-majors.
And that's tragic.
Yeah,
I
they
think
don't
that's
do
wrong.
that. Yeah,
I
they
think it's
only
wrong.
recognize these teams up here. In
Oh,
fact,
the power conference.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's all. They only recognize the 5. In fact, what the CFP would like to do if Ohio State loses to Michigan, they still would like to put Ohio State in there because they're so popular. They still would like.
Well,
to put them in
Ohio
there.
State is one of the best secondaries in the country, too. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a pro secondary. These
Yeah.
guys are really good. I just think that they're going to find a way to
Who's
lose
going to
the
win
game.
that? Who's going to win that Ohio State Michigan game?
They're
That's
given
impossible to pick, right?
They're giving Michigan 7.5. I would take the 7.5.
It's
Absolutely.
at the
It's
horseshoe.
at the horseshoe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's at Ohio State. I don't
Spate-
care.
Is that guy Wilton Spate, the quarterback from Michigan, playing?
No.
He's out.
As I understand
So
it.
that's it's hard to win that game without your number 1 quarterback. Jeez, right? I mean,
Right. But remember, this is a team that also is good defensively, and you could see a defensive struggle. This could be one of those 21-17 kind of
Sure.
games. And both of these teams, they don't really score a ton unless they're playing Cupcake City. But I believe against these 2 teams, one against each other, I don't know. I'm going to give Michigan the edge on this. I'm certainly going to take the points. In fact, I already took it on my parlay card.
Who's the backup quarterback?
I don't know. Broken Coke machine. It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because
And,
he's going to come. You know who's going to come in there is Peppers going to come in and be the
He's
quarterback.
going to be like a wildcat.
Yeah,
or like
absolutely. Because
Peppers.
Peppers is one of the best players in the country, and Jabril Peppers.
What a name, Jabril Peppers. We gotta love that.
It's a
name,
great
right?
name.
That's
It's a great name. It's
Yeah.
a household name.
Yeah.
But watch this kid and watch and see if he doesn't steal the Heisman from Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah,
I think Peppers is the guy.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson had that bad game last week. That
Right.
might have killed his Heisman chances.
Yeah,
Yes.
But Peppers
Okay.
can have a big game, and guess what? This guy is going to find himself right there in the top 2. I think he's going to win.
I like the Western. I'll just finish the segment with this. I like the Western Michigan theory, but I want all 4 of these teams or Washington in. I want these big teams.
We can't
in
have
it.
more than 4.
One of them.
We'll pick it
Washington
up on the other
replace it.
side. We can't.